7 heads and 10 horns from Revelation 13:1. Today is confirmed 14 years later after I concluded that 7 heads and 10 horns was talking about 7 months plus 10 days. It's what initially got my attention 14 years ago, and why I started paying attention, much closer attention to numbers. This may need a part 2, I don't know, we'll see here. 14 years ago, I'm reading Revelation 13:1. 7 heads and 10 horns. One of the clues in that verse says that the heads have names of blasphemy. I was thinking, okay, blasphemy, they accuse Jesus of claiming to be God or the Son of God. What has names of blasphemy? And it hit me. The first 8 months of the year are named after strange gods or Roman rulers who thought they were God. July and August, Julius and Augustus, right? So it's 7 months, 10 days. And a lot of prophecy gurus and Christians think that names of blasphemy is like an accusation, but really it's just a clue to solving this puzzle of who it's talking about, this beast. So 7 months, that's July 31st, plus 10 days is August 10th. Well, that immediately got my attention because that's the day I was born, right? So I'm thinking, wow, okay, that's a weird coincidence. Then a little voice in my head says, Mikey, see how many days it is from your birth, August 10th, 1965, to the day Israel captured Jerusalem on June 7th, 1967. And I got 666 days. So you can imagine at that point, my attention was locked in forever. Okay? And that's as far as it went at that point. Right? Here we are 12 years later in 2022, 2023, 2024, 14 years later. And I'm taking 666 and subtracting 1 year. Right? You get 301. 666 minus 365 gives you 301. Of course, at that point, I started looking for their symbolism in the number of chapters in the Bible, right? Someone told us they're obsessed with symbolism, right? This is how you identify them. So I count to chapter 301, and it's 1 Kings 10, and I start reading, and I get to verse 14. And there it is. Let's read Revelation 13:18 and compare it to 1 Kings 10:14, the 301st chapter in the Bible. First, Revelation 13:18, here is wisdom, let him who hath understanding. Right there, that's screaming in our face, Solomon, king of Israel. You go to 1 Kings 4:29, and it uses those exact words in the King James Version. Wisdom and understanding. It's what Solomon asked God for, right? So right there, that beginning part of the verse that passes right over our head because of the rest of the verse is such a shiny object, we forget about what we read, right? Count the number of the beast, Daniel 7:23, follow the formula. A beast is a kingdom. Prophecy gurus, Antichrist isn't one man. This beast isn't one man. It's a kingdom. A kingdom is full of many people. Well, of course, now we know it's a shadow kingdom. Anyway, the number 666, right? Take the number 666, subtract 1 year, 365 days, you get day 301. The 301st chapter of the Bible is 1 Kings 10, 1 Kings 10:14. Solomon, in 1 year, collected 666 talents of gold. That's a straight up bullseye if I ever seen one, right? But now, we're going to confirm that my hunch 14 years ago that 7 heads and 10 horns was talking about 7 months plus 10 days, right? August 10th, I count. It just happens to be exactly 666 days to when Jerusalem was captured, right? Well, let's take 666 minus 365 gives you day 301. That's October 28th. Go forward 7 months. November, December, January, February, March, April, May 28th is 7 months from day 301. Plus 10 days. There's 3 days left in May. Plus 7 is June 7th. Right? 7 months, 10 days from day 301 is June 7th, the day Israel captured Jerusalem in 1967. And of course, I've showed you before that from May 1948 to when Israel captured Jerusalem is 229 months, right? The 229th verse in the book of Revelation is Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom, let him who hath understanding count, right? There's another witness. Excuse me. Here's another witness. June of 1967 was month 798 of the century. 798 minutes is military time 13:18. Let's bring in more witnesses. Benjamin Netanyahu was born on October 21st. Plus 229 days is June 7th. 229th verse in Revelation 13:18. There's another witness. There's 357 verses in Daniel. 404 verses in Revelation. Benjamin Netanyahu was born in month 586 of the century. Take 586 and subtract the 357 verses in Daniel. You get 229. The 229th verse in Revelation, 13:18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, the kingdom. This kingdom has the name of a man. We discover Israel is the name of a man. And the first time that Israel is mentioned is Genesis 32:28. Right? Jacob's name is changed to Israel, the name of a man. Oh, look at this coincidence. 32:28 is the verse number, right? 32 hours and 28 minutes just happens to be 1,948 minutes. 1948. How many witnesses are we at? We only need 2 witnesses to establish it, right? According to the Bible, what are we at? 5, 6, 7? Right? Have you seen the video I uploaded to Rumble about Christmas? That's a sad one. That one made me very sad. But let's apply the formula. Christmas Day, forward 7 months, is July 25th. Plus 10 days, 6 days left in July, plus 4 equals 10. That's August 4th. That's Barack Obama's birthday. August 4th is day 216 of the year. And of course, 6 times 6 times 6 is 216. My conclusion is that the fact that this is all being revealed right now, something huge